Welcome to MFL Total Access. We back in the house. Second straight episode with Terry Babalis. Willpower. Babalisa, Babalisa.
What was that?
Oh, that's what the kids say now. Blur, when you hit like a 40 bomb, no, or 45 bomb.
I think the adults say it too, eh?
Yeah, it's starting to be a thing, bro. It's gonna be my new favorite word. We
They
should have a
said
team
it, they
called
must
Blur.
say it pretty often in the Bears game.
Oh, against the Cowboys.
Yeah, yeah. Cowboys suck. My fantasy sucks.
Oh yeah, I'm 0-3. I'm 0-3.
Can't win a game with Thunder Buddies. Uh,
Life sucks, bro.
I thought football was supposed to be life. What's going on?
But it's like Steve would say, peaks and valleys, bro. Peaks and valleys.
More valleys than peaks right now, no?
Preach, preach.
Okay, last week we had said a lot of stuff. We'll get right into it pretty quickly. Only got a few quick messages. Be nice and all that stuff that we usually say.
Hmm.
Um, Speaking of being nice, actually, we're fairly too nice, I find. People call us out for like not being too honest. Sorry, not saying the real things and being nice and beating around the bush sometimes and always agreeing with each other. And for the one time last week that, for the one time last week that we call out people and say they sucked and they did this and they did that, I have like five people coming at me. Did you have anyone come at you in
No,
your
come on,
life?
bro. Ain't nobody, come on, bro. But come at me,
So,
bro.
and then when we're saying nice things and we're like, we're being really nice and we're saying lovey-dovey stuff. No one says that. That's great. Thank you very much. But the one time we tell the person they shouldn't have punted or whatever, well, then they make sure to let us know. Um, Speaking also of being too nice, I don't know if you saw Matt Demers called you out saying that he gives his actual opinion. If you want to know someone that just keeps agreeing, go watch Will Power show. So this is your chance to prove him wrong.
I talk straight facts. Just because the public agree with me, don't mean I gotta switch it up, bro. I speak facts.
And last but not least, we're gonna have an athlon combine, like a real one. So at the charity tournament, we had a pop-up one where athlon came and we did a few events there for the people that were there for the charity fundraiser tournament. But now we're gonna have a full slate. They're gonna come out for like a good portion of the day on October 5th or 4th, whatever, first Saturday of October, October 4th. There's going to be, I think, 6 to 8 events, actual prizes to win, Sportira jerseys, cash, or whatchamacallit, credits and stuff like that.
Um,
We're gonna have actual like leaderboard and all that. So the link, I mean, as we're recording now, has not been posted, but as the video will be up, will have been posted on the MFL page, on our Instagram page. So sign up, let us know if you have any questions, and hoping to see you there. It's gonna be it's during those one of those everyone at LeBear days,
no, I was just gonna ask. Okay, but it's like there's games from like 9 to 6,
9 to 7:30.
like the end at 7:30.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay, but like how do we squeeze it in between? Like if there's no time slots off, right?
Well, people don't play like five straight games.
Yeah, unless you're us. Okay, got you. That's cool. Okay, so there's no break, like so not everyone will be on at the same time type thing.
What?
Like not everyone will be participating at the same time because it'll be basically when you don't have your game.
If everyone was practicing them at the same time, it'd be pretty long wait.
Well, that's what no, but I mean it wasn't like last time when everyone was off type thing.
Well, there were games,
Yeah, yeah, no, but then the game's finished and then we did the tournament thingy.
the athlon thingy, the combine.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that
but
one.
a lot of people did it during the day.
Yeah, yeah, okay, 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 that'll be clutch. Big clutch is
Like,
at LeBear.
yeah.
So like,
All right, let's get right into it. Oh, do you have any messages?
um, be nice. Dolphins suck, so be extra nice to me. That's about it.
Let's start with the women's division.
Bro, crazy amount of games, eh?
Crazy amount of games it is. Uh,
Crazy bees. Isn't that a good segue? Crazy amount of games, crazy bees. Come on now.
so you want to go with this one?
Yeah, we may as well.
Crazy Bees. Is this the what's the record now? Sitting at 3-2. They were 2 games above 500. Good for them. Um, Although they lost this one, I think go the way they wanted to.
Mm.
Wow, that Vivian Plout subbing for them, a quarterback on top of it.
Doesn't get much better than that, eh?
Yeah. But good on Louvre du Nord. I think there's some stats that need to be corrected in this that haven't been done yet, but rest assured they'll come soon. Louvre du Nord doing what they got to do to get the dub.
Impressive there, Terry. Janessa, the women don't always see a lot of yards per attempt, but 12 yards per completion. Mad respect. And after losing their first game, Terry, they rattle off 4 straight W's.
Yeah, 4 straight W's and 2 shutouts in the during that win streak. And the next game is against the rookies. Let's look at the standings. I know there's missing a game to be updated, but Luz Nord sitting at 4-1, tied with Tigres. Leftovers are undefeated. and playing the rookies who are 1-5. This is a pretty dangerous team.
Dude, no, yeah, I've seen them once or twice, and they're very athletic, quick to the ball, especially defensively. Yeah, giving up 12 points per game. Usually, when you give up 12, you're going to win most games. And yeah, like early on in the season, right, a test for them was against Tigres, who are always going to be competing for a championship and lost in the championship that last time they played. So it was a big test for them, and it was week one, so don't want to read too much into it. But then since then, like you said, or since I said it, rallied off four straight wins. And look at all those pass defended, Terry.
Yeah,
7-2,
I was
seven
literally looking
seven
at
two.
that.
Like that's strap nation.
Yeah, literally. And you spoke about Janessa at the quarterback position, but she's doing her part on the defensive side of the ball too, with five interceptions in 5 games. That's pretty solid.
Hey, this is that talk about a two-way player, maybe two-way player of the year, MVP.
Yeah. I want to look at the games ahead while looking at the standings for this division, because as we know, 7 teams make the playoffs. Um, a lot fewer games this upcoming week, but you got leftovers against Drama Queens. Drama Queens sitting at 3-1. Leftovers who are undefeated. This is going to be a game to circle next this upcoming Saturday at 6 p.m. Saturday night football.
Damn.
Uh, who do you like in this one?
I was just gonna ask you. Okay, I like it. Look, I think there's been a lot of parity in this division, more so than in seasons past. I don't see anyone going undefeated for the rest of the season. So leftovers will have to lose eventually. Drama Queens win this game, Terry. They go to 4-1. Leftovers fall to 5-1. That one seed is huge, right? When you have only one team getting the bye. Give me Drama Queens to win this game. I'm gonna go 32-20, and they give leftovers their first loss of the season. Drama Queens improve to 4-1.
Yeah, so Matt's not going to like this because I'm going to agree with you, but not for the same reasons. Let's not forget, Leftovers is a free agent team, right? One of the third free agent team that started the season a little bit later. Huge shout out to Geneviève who put this team together and rallied the girls to a 5-0 start, like which is phenomenal for a free agent team. Most of these
That has to
girls,
be like maybe the first time ever, right? Like a team wins five straight.
like a free agent team wins 5.
Free
Yeah,
agent, yeah, free agent team.
I mean, I don't have the exact facts or
Yeah.
in front of me, but I'd be shocked if it wasn't the case. And they have like a plus 81 differential, and like also, even though they rallied a bunch of girls on this team, the roster has been pretty inconsistent week in, week out, right? They still needed subs, they still need to run after people, and Genevieve has done a great job of ensuring that every week there's been a game because sometimes a free agent team that's not always evident, right? So that's something that like the league and the opponents and the whole division appreciates. But given that roster inconsistency week in, week out, and the fact that they've already won 5 straight, Drama Queens have been playing with the same band since the beginning of last season. I could see Drama Queens etching out a close one here. They had that little party last Saturday with the drinks and everything, so I think there's the camaraderie, like Tyreek Hill likes to say, is really tight right now, and I could see that helping them with getting a win. In addition to some of the things we heard them say, with the rotations and all that stuff, and thinking about like what other people had told them to take into account. So like I could see Drama Queens winning a very, very tight one here, but only because I'm not sure exactly who will be on the field for leftovers. But if both teams are full strength, I think I give the slight edge to leftovers. But for this specific week, I'm going Drama Queens.
Fair enough, fair enough. I don't want to say I agree with everything you said, but I kind of agree with everything you
Yeah, you
said.
shouldn't have said that. Let's go to my fellow Val. Gold Diggers going 2-0 this weekend, avenging their loss to Bandinos and almost doubling up the Cougars. I know Cougars without their quarterback in this one, Kevin Marion, so obviously it's gonna. I think he wasn't there, right? Yeah, so obviously it's gonna be a little more rough in that case. But like to put up 30 points from the backup quarterback position, over 200 yards, 5 touchdowns, I gotta say that's still pretty solid.
For real. So
And
who's quarterback in this Gold Diggers team?
Water,
Chesney.
yeah,
Are you ever gonna show up or no?
no, 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 I'm not on the team.
Oh, it's finish, finish.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
You left, so I had to leave.
Yeah, yeah, it is what it is, bro. Fair.
Um, Yeah, and this huge game against Bandinos here. Bandinos one of the favorites, if not the favorite of the division. Rob White throwing 3 picks. That's not really Rob White like. I guess the GF did a pretty good job disguising the defense here. Marco with his 5 sacks. Now looking at the standings, Gold Digger sitting at first place with 4-2. You see, High and Audibles are the team on the outside looking in, but they are playing against Cougars bright and early next Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Huge game with huge playoff implications there.
I'm gonna throw you on the spot. Who do you got? Honestly,
How-
I'll go first. I'm gonna say high on audibles because I just think well we played them. I think it was our second game of this. Well, we did when we subbed for Gold Diggers and played against high on audibles. They didn't look great in that game, but they have too many talented players on the team and too many players that know the game well to fall to 1-5. Cougars too, they're very good. Obviously, at the quarterback position, Kevin's been playing for a while, and they have studs on the team as well. Sometimes when you need to win, your backs are against the ball, you get it done. I'm going to go 21-20 high audibles in overtime.
I was gonna say Hard Audibles, but I feel like saying Cougars just not agree with you now.
No, then you're being fake. Don't be fake. Be you, bro. Be you.
I think Hard Audibles win this one because they need it more. Even if Hard Audibles do win this one, Cougars are still half a game ahead of them.
No, no, no.
No, 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 I'm wrong. No, I'm wrong.
You're
If they,
wrong.
yeah,
Yeah,
if
I
Hard,
disagree with you.
well, I said something wrong. So, if Hard Audibles win this one, they'll be tied with Cougars, and they played against each other twice. They'll be 1-1, and depending on points against, that team will be in, the other team will be out. So yeah,
Talk about even Steven.
Laval Division Two. So Mighty Ducks won. Oh yeah, we half the games aren't stats aren't up yet since we had a little
Wait,
phone
there was a phone
issue.
issue again today.
Well, the phone issue was on Saturday and it didn't get corrected in time. So
Okay, right, right.
like you can't just teleport the phones to Laval after they get fixed, you know.
Yeah, I guess not.
So from what we could see, El Pollo Loco wins another one. Oh, this was a huge game, eh? El Pollo Loco against Route Runners. Route Runners, I think that was their first loss of the season. Battle of the top two teams, maybe a finals preview. I'm sure Thieving Bears have something to say about that. But looking here, uh, yeah,
Right,
for
like
a,
impressive when you find a way to win, throwing two touchdowns on two
yeah,
plays
not
for.
many yards for a high-ish scoring game. Where the heck did the touchdowns come by?
I was just gonna ask you the same thing. There's two passing, no
Yeah,
rushing, no pick sixes. Did they get like 12 converts?
maybe it's like 10 safeties again, right?
No, but then you need a touchdown. That could be it too.
Oh, I think there were probably points spotted, maybe because you see
Okay.
here this final score is 20-13.
Okay, like the app started working later type thing.
No, no, like the team came late.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, so route runners may have actually scored more points on the field.
maybe to be determined.
Yeah, okay, TBD, TBD. But I'll let to say that was a huge game nonetheless.
Yeah, yeah,
Top two seeds getting a bye right now, both sitting in the top two. Depending what happened with Thieving Bears, of course.
yeah. All right, Division Five.
Let's go.
Oh, lots of points in this game, eh? Bandits and canned unnamed champions. What do you
That
think
was
about the team name?
unnamed. It's cool. I like the logo. I'm not gonna lie. That kind of reminds me of one of the Bulls. One of the
How
Bulls in.
could you call yourself an unnamed champion?
Um. Well, their parents probably say, go, sweetie, go get this win. You're a champion. But they're not MFL champions yet, so they're unnamed champions.
So
I
that's what
like it.
Mrs. Evans tells John all the time, eh?
Oh yeah. Oh, Johnson's team. Oh yeah. I see. That makes perfect sense now.
Matt did not actually throw a pass. It was a scorekeeper error. I confirmed that. So that's why his name comes up in red. In case he would have thrown a pass, just let us know that he's not allowed. But he didn't actually throw the pass there. It was a scorekeeping mistake. But 42 points, that's a lot of points. That's really good for a first-time quarterback. Mikael there with 250 yards, six touchdowns, zero interceptions. I don't care what division you're playing in. That stat line is phenomenal. Probably coached by Dave Daou, 7 for 94, four touchdowns. It looks like the Dave Daou that was my receiver in my first season at quarterback when he won best receiver that season.
That's crazy, man. Who would have heard that? I know, like a smart guy, right? Not only smart but athletic, knows how to get open, and it shows right there. Plus, he got a pick, right?
And hips don't lie.
Hips do not lie. Ask Shakira.
Okay, what else happened here? Your bold prediction was really wrong.
I gave Jorge crap.
Wait, what? Why?
Well, because he didn't allow my board prediction to even become somewhat true.
Well, how does Jorge control how many passing touchdowns Klutze throws?
Well, I mean, if you throw more interceptions, there's a chance Kuti gets the ball back. I mean, I also did say Wolverines would win, so the better Jorge plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to the field, I saw the score, I was like, oh shucks. Um, but Big Booty's one of the favorites, right? Showing why in this game and very clean game by Jorge. And yeah, the Big Booty's defense able to pick off our boy Kluchi 3 times.
Big Assets putting up 40 burger twice this weekend. Good for them. Uh, Sitting at 3-2 now. Jungle Squad taking two L's. Are you concerned sitting at 2-4 on the outside
Uh,
looking in? This is a good Jungle
honestly,
Squad team.
yeah, honestly, no, because A, they're only half a game out of a playoff spot. I know there's a lot of congestion there between like the 10 and the 14 seed. But Jaiville Jungle Squad is a team that's able to figure their stuff out. You know what I mean? They haven't been blown out. They're plus minus, they're still plus 15. You know, like
Really impressive.
yeah, like it's right. So it's like, I think, they'll be able to get their stuff together. I see them finishing, 5-5 and probably finishing in, definitely finishing in the top 12. I'd be surprised if they miss the playoffs.
Are you concerned with Les Last Calls being 1-3?
Yes, only because I feel like this is a team that's well, we're not
Oh,
actually sure
they
with
might
their
be 2-3.
yeah. Well, we'll give them the W, right? Basically, no, but this is a team that what I remember they usually start faster. The last calls goal, they score points. So to see them struggling early on in the season is a bit surprising. To see Sebastian scoring another touchdown is most definitely not surprising.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think this team would struggle that much early on, but depending on when this game's here, that would be huge. But nonetheless, I still at this point of the season thought the last calls would be over 500.
It was good to see Ruben in uniform, with the Spartans, rocking that orange.
That was really. I saw him warming up pregame, and I was like,
It's only a couple of seasons now till he rocks the same orange jersey with a different logo on it.
"Oh yeah," and giving people shit left and right.
And you know his number he's rocking?
Daddy's
No, he was wearing number 28. You know whose number 28 for Outlaws was?
20. Dave
Yeah, our boy had good call. How'd you remember that?
Gutowski, come on now.
How'd you remember his number?
All here, baby. When it comes to football, it's all here.
You actually remember his number? Or you just guessed?
No, I guess randomly. Obviously, I remember his number. Oh, I'm a really good guesser.
Nice call. I'm impressed.
Respect, respect.
All right, Division 4. Um, Man, the Slicks can't catch a break, eh? Going up against Blue Badgers in this one, losing by 9 points, even though they put up 24 points. Uh, Martin Mystère losing by one. Alouettes winning, I believe, without Rob Boyd against Crickinies. I think this was the game of the week we had said.
Mario and
Uh,
quarterback.
yeah, Mario and quarterback showing us how it's done. Great ball distribution here. Oh my God. I know everyone loves to play with Rob at quarterback, but looking at the ball distribution by these receivers, you literally can't ask for a better.
With our boy, a Rams fan there, Ryan Richard Lee, leading the pack with 54
Is
yards.
he actually a Rams fan or he just likes that Rams toque?
Who? No, no, he's a Rams fan. I can confirm it.
Okay,
Poor
okay.
guy. Oh, I mean, poor guy. They're still 2-1, but damn, those Eagles did them dirty.
I saw a thing that said the last four times the Rams lost was one in a game they sat all their starters, and the other three were against the Eagles.
Really? Oh, fly
So
Eagles, fly, man.
Alouette's sitting at 6-0 right now. I'll ask you the question, and I'll just choose the answer you don't choose, okay?
Yeah,
To
a
make
deal.
Mathieu happy. Um, Alouettes or the field?
Field.
I was gonna go. I had a stronger case take the field. Uh,
For
I
me,
guess I'm gonna go. Owls go.
woo, let's go. Hey, they won the Grey Cup not long ago. No, for me, it's very simple, Terry. Very simple. Munster Tigers are 4-1. They should be 4-1 at this point of the season. It's championship or bust, and there's no doubt about it. That's it. It's very simple. This team is championship or bust. So because maybe for the Alouettes are championship or bust also, but when you have a team like Mustard Tigers, championship or bust, then you have Action Squad, Nothing But D, Seminoles, Creaky Knees, and Blue Badgers who are getting their stuff together now. I'm going the field. Maybe
Uh,
honestly, if you take out Mustard Tigers, I'd probably say Alouettes. But because Tigers are in there, I can't just take Alouettes. I got to go with the field.
Creaky News only had one loss before this weekend, also, right?
They lost, I believe.
No, they only had one loss before this weekend. They lost
Yeah,
to
they had
Alouettes this
exactly
weekend,
lost the second one.
but they were 3-1. If Creaky News win that game, we have one, two, three, four one-loss teams.
Yeah, this is a crazy tight division.
So
Even
besides Mustard Tigers, anyone else that could give Alouettes a run for the money?
I think it'd be Seminoles.
Okay.
I think right now, if if I have to pick a championship match right now, I think I'd go Alouettes Munster Tigers. But I think that if one team could spoil the fun and not allow one of those teams to make it, I would go with Seminoles.
I know we put a lot of spotlight on like Blue Badgers and Slicks having those slow starts and being much better than the record indicates. I don't think we spoke much about Nomad, who had a not a great Division Three season in the spring, but I mean, they beat Thunder Buddies, who were the Division Three champions, and they did have a few wins in Division Three. Coming
Mhm.
down now to Division Four, I know it's not the exact same squad, but going 0 and 5, minus 74 differential is not really surprising because on paper preseason, I thought this would definitely be a playoff team.
Well, I mean, yeah, a playoff team, and maybe a team that's fighting for a championship game. Like the kids, they're 0-5. Like we'll look at their schedule. They did play nothing but D, one of the stronger teams in the division. But yeah, but from the beginning of the season to now, it has been a little bit underwhelming for them, and the games haven't been particularly close. Right, to lose 5 games and to lose by to be a minus 74 differential. I'm not sure what it is because this team has the talent. Right, they have a great leader at the helm there. So I don't know. I wonder if this division is a little bit too. I don't think it's too strong for them because they were, like you said, they were in Division Three last year.
Yeah,
Were able to get a few quality wins. When you have Thomas, being your leader, Terry, your captain, it's surprising to see them at 0-5.
yeah, for sure. And yeah, I am surprised. Great game by nothing by D though, showing that they also have a bit of O in addition to the D. Super clean game by Alec, 185 yards, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Chris Giovanni leading the way, 8 for 91, a touchdown, a 1 point convert there. I believe they're still without the other Giovanni. Is he still on the roster? Marcel played in this game?
I think they had three
Oh
played in
yeah, he
this game.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
yeah.
I thought Christopher was picking up the slack from Marcel, who was still dealing with injuries, but I guess that one A, one B maybe flipped, and now there's a new one A and the new one B in the Giovanni family.
Three Musketeers, man, doesn't get better than that.
2 picks by Joe. Yeah, it's a head scratcher for Nomad.
Yeah. There's always going to be one team that happens to unfortunately end up being Nomad, but um,
Uh,
they have a fairly winnable game coming up, and it becomes a must win for both Martin and Nomad.
Division Three.
Let's go.
Yeah. Phoenix got away with one since Alex Zlopliski was not there. Jason's a great quarterback, but it's more the fact that there's one less weapon on that team, right?
Yeah, 100%. And it's like Jason has like they also had you had two subs, right? Maverick was subbing and Jorge was subbing as well. So two players he's not
Or is on the
necessarily.
roster.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Maverick basically hasn't thrown. No, but Jorge has Jorge played all the games. I feel like he's at
Uh,
least missed at least one. Um,
well, he was on
but
vacation last week.
okay, yeah, right. Um,
They've
but still,
played 5 games. Jorge has played 4 out of the 5.
yeah, exactly. So he missed one.
So he's a
Um,
sub.
Well, basically, yeah, he subbed 4 times. And yeah, and it was, I mean, this game was, I felt we controlled from start to finish, but then it got a little close at the end. Like you thought you were cute throwing an interception, and then they kind of came back. And, this, with Splitsy at quarterback, like you said, it puts Jason at receiver. And, with his sure hands there makes a
What did you say
difference.
about my interception?
When you trying to get cute, like pad the stats there, and you threw a costly pick, and it almost bit us in the butt.
Oh, what was the play before the pick?
Oh, that was the one where you threw like you basically was it literally that one?
What?
No, that was the play before when you threw and I stopped.
Yeah, when you thought you were gonna get
It was
nailed.
literally that one, eh?
Yeah. You even
Oh,
said after the pick was your fault. And then
oh
Kevin's like,
yeah,
no, no, it's
I
my fault. And you're like, no, it's my fault. And you and Kevin
yeah.
are fighting whose fault it was.
Oh yeah, it's true. It was Kevin. It's true because Kevin dropped the ball. It's true. Yeah, no, but basically you threw it, so it was your fault. And no, but this was like I think the score maybe indicates that it was closer, but a play here and a play there made this game could have been different. I
Yeah.
think like I was impressed the way our defense played, and whenever we're able to, Connor did have 3 touchdowns, but on only 27 yards. So
It
I
was a
think,
quiet 3 touchdowns. I
yeah,
mean, he's a quiet
exactly.
guy, but
Yeah, oh yeah, it
you'd expect
doesn't.
his average to be higher than 4.5.
Yeah, so I think Nick did a great job on defense. I think on defense we had a really good game plan. We did really well. Kuse got a pick. I think was their first drive of the game. Yeah, and you had a really good game, 4 touchdowns, only that one interception. The ball distribution was fairly good, and it was yeah, it was a good game for us.
Enough talking about us. Fat player Spartans. I was shocked that Spartans scored 39 points in this one.
I was gonna say, um, like I think this was a game um, I would have picked FAT players to win this game, A by a lot more points. And so is this,
I wonder if Spartans would get going for one here.
oh my God, we're 39-39. Well, oh, to tie the game, eh? 38. Man, you're getting a bunch of converts on this Saturday, eh?
Yeah.
Is this a promising win for Spartans, Terry? And A, is it? And
They
B, does it
lost.
exist? Sorry, loss. This is a promising, sorry, A, is this a promising loss for Spartans? And B, does that exist?
No, it doesn't exist. If it was week one, we could have maybe had the conversation. Because look,
Yeah.
GF throwing for 300 yards and 6 touchdowns in this division is phenomenal. Like this has to be one of GF's better games, putting up 39 points. Having two receivers over 100 yards. Like like you get a pat on the back for that.
Hmm.
But looking at the Spartans' record at 1-4, sitting in last place right now, you needed that win. Like you really, really needed that win. Even with that win, you're 2-3. You're still on the outside looking in, but you're very close to that red line. Right now, your season and your playoff hopes are almost donezo, I'd say. So that's why you can't get a pat on the back at this point in the season, right?
I think it's a good call, right? Like, let's say they had one or two more games. Yeah, that's going to be tough. A tough hill for
Honestly, if
them to
anything, this is
climb.
more concerning for fat players, I'd say.
I mean, the reason I say it's not is because I'm happy to see them put up points, right? I think from the beginning of the season to now, this is a team when you have Leon,
They've
Sean,
been
and
putting up points. They're just giving up a lot of points.
yeah, I mean, 50. So that's like how many points on, like, say, before this one? And they were sitting at 2-2 before this. Yeah, 32. Yeah, and we're, let's say, 25, 47, 39, 12. Yeah, I think I was focusing a lot on the last game against Bandit scoring 12 points, but I think it was necessarily a good bounce back game for them,
Yeah.
especially in terms of their offense.
Ducks going 1-1. They had the opportunity to distance themselves from the pack and solidifying that top two and maybe getting a bye, but they lost to Les Gros Iron Shoulders, who really needed that win, or else they would have been 1-3.
Yeah, that was a
Uh,
pick fest, man. It was, we were watching that
oh
game and it
shit!
was, yeah, but like a lot of them were like deflected passes and it was like defenders like tipping the ball. But yeah, and there was a few drives where just pick. And yeah, this is one that Ducks coming back in the season. If they don't get a bye, they may look how this one bit them in the behind.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me put you on the spot here.
Yeah, of course.
Did Tropic Thunder make the playoffs?
Yes,
So then who doesn't?
I'm gonna say they go Iron Trollers.
Really?
Yeah,
With John
yeah,
Evans and Josh.
it's crazy. They're too like it's up and down. It's like they don't even have an actual name. Like yeah, during the huddle, like John or Josh was like, "What's our name again?" And I was like, "Yeah, like that's exactly what this team is. Like, what is this team? Is it Iron Trollers? Is it Go Cock? Is it Iron Wolves? Like, what is it?"
Well,
And
if
then you see
the,
this team.
they've
No,
played
this is a
four
team that
games and the Gold Card players have barely been there. So if they want to keep Les Gros in the name, those Gold Card players better show up. Vince
if
Granada
you
and Etienne have one game apiece. I don't even know if Etienne has played with them yet.
and then if you look, you go to the calendar. I think they've like it's been like win loss or loss win, and that's kind of what. Yeah, right, exactly. Okay, that's understandable. And then the win there. But like when you beat Bandits, how do you lose the next week? And it's like it's tough. Like I could also see them competing for a championship, but if you're putting me right now on the line, I'd say yes, Tropic Thunder do make the playoffs.
And maybe they came down to that game where they lost to them.
They have the edge.
You know who Tropic Thunder face this upcoming week?
Let's get it, baby.
Oh, you knew?
Yeah, of course, bro. I know everything. Well, actually, I don't because I because I was speaking to Stu and he said we're playing you guys today. He goes, no, it's next week. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right, it's next week.
You thought we were playing Tropic Thunder this past weekend?
Yes.
Oh, so that's how you knew. All right, Division Two.
Dose.
It was a score fest. 60, 56, 48, 42, 36, 59, 58. What the hexicles?
That was like insanity. We don't even know if Ben's raw sauce. That
Yeah,
game
probably.
probably finished 7-6, but
I was gonna say 102 to 103. Looks like the talk of to Guillaume in Division One. He said, "I'm gonna destroy everything in Division Two. Almost 400 yards, 9 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, scoring 60 points." Um, Getting a lot of players involved. Great, I don't want to say bounce back, but good job not giving yourself the opportunity to have to think about what to do if you punt or not.
Yeah, 100%. You kept it. Wow, they went turnover on downs their first possession. Is that even possible? Um, yeah, and you said it, and like putting no doubt in their minds. And look at the ball distribution there: 5 catches Ben, 5 catches Damien, 5 catches Brian, four for Josh, touchdowns, two, four, one on one. So a bunch of players getting a touchdown as well.
Damn, Bauer,
That's
4 touchdowns and two 2-point converts. That's a lot of points on the board.
This is the team I thought
That's
we'd see from the beginning of the season for nice TDs.
seriously. But is this nice C's the true nice C's or is this average Joe's being really bad?
No, I don't think it's average Joe's being really. I think that like this is a nice series we can continue to expect. I don't think they're going to trade wins and losses now. I can see them, finishing out the season with maybe two more losses and four more wins, for example. But yes, more concerning, Terry. Average Joe's. I think the record is it 0-6 now or 0-5? Their season has to be over now,
Yeah, we'll
right?
get to that.
Yeah, yeah.
Surprising to give him run for 15 yards at the end of the game.
But he's got those Ben Roethlisberger
No, but
hips.
it's surprising because he was saying he was trying to like throw for 20 more yards to get to 400 or something. You were there when he
Yeah,
said that?
I was.
What's your take on that?
Man wants to go for 100. I'm gonna go for 100. No,
Is it
I
a
was.
bit
I was also. I was surprised he didn't just accept the 60 back.
seriously? We're giving him props for putting up 60 points. He's like, yeah, but I wanted to get 400 yards. I like you're up 34 points if you're still trying to like punch it in. That's like it reminds me of like Dobbs calling timeouts, kind of thing to get more points and stuff like that, and being like, oh, I want to win the award. Like it's a little unsportsmanlike, no?
Hey, look, it was good. I don't know who ref the game, but good on the refs for calling it early.
Seriously, yeah. You man, this team is unstoppable in Division Two right now. After who was talking about? Yeah, I think Stu and Chris were saying how James put up 9 touchdowns this game. Like, yeah, that team lost in the finals, and I'm like, yeah, they lost to us, and I have no freaking idea how they lost to us. Looking back now, like we stole that game. Freaking James Langshaw, 31 of 40, over 300 yards, 9 touchdowns, 1 interception. Holy smokes! And I heard that like Double Dippers kind of dropped this game. They were up
Yeah, they were up
nine
11.
points. 11 points. Yeah, 11 points with
Yeah,
9 minutes. With 9 minutes left, they're up 11, and then you just scored 3 touchdowns.
and it was a 30. It was the Himu was up by one, and then a bomb to Zach Mastromonaco on fourth down, almost sealing the deal and getting the 1 point convert, and then their defense holding still for Himu, but uh, pretty incredible. Like you look
Crazy
at
that
it.
they were up one and they went for it on fourth down, as they should.
Oh yeah, of course, 100%
Because
as they should.
because
Um,
if they don't get
and
it, the other team could score and they get the ball back.
and win the game, right? And then the defense stood tall. It's pretty incredible. If you just look at the stats in this game, and it's like James got sacked 4 times, but he saw through 3 interceptions. Yet they still score a bunch of points. It's pretty impressive. Like even though, like that's the thing about James is he's very smart. Right? He's capable. He can run. He can throw the ball. He can make those tight throws, but he won't put the ball in harm's way. And that you see
Seriously.
4 sacks in this game. You think like 4 sacks, okay? Like he probably gets stopped on 2 drives, maybe even three.
And look who you're talking
Um,
to.
was that?
Look who you're talking to about getting sacked.
Oh yeah, yeah, 100 oh, yeah. You know more than anybody else. But no, he has the arm and he has the weapons around him to be able to,
Yeah,
convert a 3rd and 15, convert a 4th and 9, and
it's
respect to,
crazy.
yeah, and Dave too, right? Like throwing 3 interceptions and then still putting the team putting up 48 points. I would have loved to seen this game. It was bright and early. It was 9 o'clock, so we were both asleep. But man, oh man, what a shootout! And that was like just a preview of what happened in Division Two. But battle of two undefeated teams, and MU stays undefeated at 6-0.
These both these teams could be in Division One next spring. I think both these teams should be in Division One next spring.
It almost like it insane when you think about it. Like more so for him, you because they're a
Yeah,
very
yeah.
very good team.
But
Also even double dippers. If you would have told me, Brisson comes and plays Div One in the beginning of 2026, if you would have told me that a few years ago, I would have said, maybe that you're pushing it a little bit. But look, in this game, 6 touchdowns. They're scoring at absolute will. This team cannot get stopped, Terry. Double dippers,
yeah, look,
and
their worst
they're scoring
offensive
48
game.
points a game. 48.
Their worst offensive game, they put up 42. Like that's their worst offensive game.
Like and and their conversion rate is incredible. Like you're looking at like look at those 2 points. Simon Dumas has 7 2-point conversions. Has seven, and then you have Victor Davis and they didn't even have Victor Davis in this game, or Lank City Mason Miller wasn't even there.
Line City, baseball
Lank City,
player,
dude. What?
baseball player.
Yeah, baseball player. Yeah, yeah. So imagine Victor Davis and Miller weren't there in this game, and they still able to go 1-1.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about this quick. It was fun,
Oh,
cute and stuff there, but losing sucks.
I, well, I was insane. Like,
Yeah, great game by Simone, not turning the ball over 300 yards. Great job getting Simone Chen to sub in this game. A player who played with Thunder Buddies for like 1,000 seasons and knew our defense off by heart. So
oh
great
yeah.
job. That was the highlight of the game.
Pretty impressive that both teams got to stop on their first drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, game ball goes to the Chesney. Terry, incredible game. I've never played in a game that's been as in my life. Clutch plays made on both sides. Shout out to Josh getting over 100 yards in this game. He told me during the Arnold's game, like, I'm not feeling great. I won't play much offense. I was like, okay. And then
Yeah.
he burned us for 4 TDs. I was like, bro,
In the
come on.
Arnold's game or in the Pacemakers game?
During the Arnold's game, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna sub much. I won't play too much. I was like, okay. And then he's subbing left and right in this game. He puts up 4
Did
TDs.
he
I was
play
like, bro.
much in the Arnold's game?
Yeah, I think I started him once though.
Okay. He just meant he wouldn't play more in the other one.
Yeah, and he just seemed to like save all his energy for this game.
Division One.
Let's go.
Unit going 0-2 on the day. That's tough. That's tough. I don't know if you saw it in your Arnold's game, but I ref the Outlaws unit game, and clearly there was some oomph missing there. I know Dylan was on the sideline. First of all, I hope he's going to recover well. Pretty big injury he has. Look, it's heart and soul of that team. You could say almost heart and soul in the league, right? His presence is huge. It sucks to see any player on the sideline, but seeing him on the sideline with that stretch, I know people like he was in good spirits, right? He was joking around that he's
Yeah.
an old fart and he's already like with the uh, needing the help and all that. But seriously, I don't know how long the road to recovery is, but wishing him a speedy recovery and hope to see him back on the field soon. But yeah, the unit could have used him in that game, losing by 30 against the Outlaws, losing by 10 against the Iron Wolves. Did you feel that they were missing a little some on defense, especially?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I think just on what you said, it was like scary seeing Dylan like that, right? Like Dylan, like the transformer of the league, guy that never gets hurt. And it's like he's hoping to avoid surgery, so hopefully that it all works out for him. But yeah, definitely praying for him and hoping to see him back on the field or just healthy again soon. Because yeah, that was really tough to see, but really good to see him there in good spirits. But like you said, it was just something was missing from this team, and defensively, yes, but even like offensively, it was we know sometimes when things don't go the unit's ways, they could things could melt down. But against us, the game was fairly close in the second half. We ended up taking a bit of a lead, and then our defense did a great job keeping them in check. But I was just a little bit surprised because they still have the firepower, right, Terry? You got Flash, you got Jeremy Rooney, they got the sub in this
Peachy,
exactly the sub in this game too,
he's
and
on
then
the
obviously
roster.
he's on. This is his first game playing with them, right?
Yes,
This weekend. Yeah,
but he's on the
exactly. So
roster. He's not subbing. You could stop saying people are subbing when you see them playing in a game. There's a good chance they're on the roster.
but to me, that's basically subbing. And then you got Jeremy Rooney, and then you have Sean Haney, and obviously you have Devin now, who's going to be snapping. You have Flash. James Colley wasn't there this weekend. So this is a great team. And I think them going 0-2 this weekend was really if they go to 1-1,
Because they were sitting at 3-1. They were like one of the
that's what
top
I mean.
contenders in the division.
And then to lose both these games was it was tough. And Ashton had a really good first half in this game, and our Josh did a really good job calling defense, and then we got
Josh didn't
stops.
get a single catch.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. He
No
got
wonder
two
he put
games.
up 100 yards on us, bro.
Bro, he was telling me I'm hurt, like
You
this
didn't
and
give him
that.
any balls, so he wanted to show you that he could ball out.
I know, but he was. Yeah, I guess, but he was being a baby.
And
What
then
do
we
you
see
want?
him drop a ball with Les Gros Iron Shoulders in that 6 p.m. game,
Yeah,
right before John throws the pick. He couldn't have dropped the ball with pacemakers.
I know. And he got the damn 1 point conversion for the win. Tough, tough, tough.
Um, what was I gonna say? Tristan actually threw a pass here.
No, zero passes. Oh yeah, we did. Wait, good call, great call. Oh, respect. That would have been bad for my completion. Yeah, it was the end of the half.
Hey, you don't want to risk throwing a pick.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, no, Justin, take it, take it.
He took the snap.
No, no, no. I threw it to him, and I was like, throw the ball, throw the ball. But he has a good arm. But I think, yeah, the biggest play I think in this one was just like it was within striking distance, 18-14. The very first play of the second half, we got a call, nice 45 bomb to him.
What was the play?
It wasn't a 45 bomb.
What was the route? What was the play
Like
call?
he ran it, like made guys miss left and right.
Yeah, what was it?
I think it was a deep in.
A deep in. When do you run
Yeah, it
that?
was a deep in. Yeah, I was trying to switch it up a little bit.
It's the first time you run that play?
I haven't run it that often, but I was like, you know what? Let me just try and mix something up. And he caught it and then just made guys miss.
First
Like,
play of the half too.
yeah. It was
You just like to go to like your bread and butter there, eh?
yeah, bread and butter. Keep it simple. But yeah, no, this was a fun game. I was surprised to see how flat the unit came out after playing against us because you would think it'd be more
Exactly.
motivation.
Yeah, I know they were missing
Um,
a lot of players here too, but and there were just six. Like for
mm,
the little good that we saw, what impressed me the most in the unit is when they're going hurry up offense. I don't know if you noticed. I know you were in the stands, but you were
yes,
talking to Kayla like throughout the whole game, so you were a little maybe a little
yeah,
distracted. Talking
yeah.
about your you guys were like drinking away your dolphin sorrows.
Oh yeah. We
But
gotta console each other, you
when
know.
the unit were going like hurry up offense, that's when they were performing the most, and they should try to do more of it. I don't know if they were doing the same play or a variation of the same play, or if they had a code or something, but like they almost had like a completion on every single play, and it was going very well for them. Um, but it's crazy the Outlaws, like no Marvin, there wasn't Smoother that was there. Obviously, Jonathan Svetno was there. Um, and what was I
You're
gonna
missing
say?
Mason too, right? Mason, Eric, Shushet.
Yeah. And like they put up 48 points. They were never like there was never a worry for them. Both offensively, defensively, it was going great.
Mm.
Max had the defense in control. Steve had the offense in control. 19 of 29, 230 yards, seven touchdowns, zero interceptions. Like honestly, as good as the unit are, and as talented they are, and as the most firepower they are, and if you're power ranking the players on the both teams, like you're probably gonna have the unit up there. It didn't look like the Outlaws were playing against a Division One team, to be honest.
No, they had an off day. I don't think there's another way to say it. Even against us, there was a handful of drops the unit had, and I think our defense does a good job of causing some of them, and the Outlaws did here too. It just didn't seem like it was one of those days for the unit. And sometimes they come out and they look like a team that cannot be touched in Division One. And I think that a lot of it, like you said, has to do with Dylan not being. I mean, Dylan not being on the field, right? He was there cheering them on, but it's completely different not having him call plays, rallying the troops. And yeah, it was once things got out of hand, the Outlaws ended up taking control of this game. But like Outlaws, Terry, we see this Division One now. Outlaws, I think they already had two losses, right? So there's not the typical Division One season we're seeing from the top heavy teams where there's a team undefeated till the end of the season. Like there's a lot more parity in this division, since the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I know for sure. And before we get into the standings, I want to show the standings after we get the KLB game.
Mhm.
I don't know if you were hearing it from the stands, but there's a lot of back and forth going with one player in particular from the Outlaws, and I'm sure it was in good fun, or maybe not. But Ben Denis making his Division One debut this season, been balling out in Division Two. I think the spring season MVP, and he was getting called out by a few of the unit players for doing nothing but balling out. I don't know if you were hearing it, but like Benny was making these sick catches, and there were a few unit players telling him that as if he wasn't good enough or they weren't scared of him because it was Ben. But the guy went 5 for 60, two touchdowns, and his team put up 48 points on you guys. So maybe they should have been more concerned about them balling out instead of calling out a Division Two MVP. Like Ben definitely has his place in Division One. He has his place on this team. He's a big contributing factor, and he's scoring touchdowns, right? Like he scored two touchdowns. The whole unit team only scored three. So I hope it was in good fun and it was a good little chirpy banter there. But you guys gotta respect your opponent.
Well, I think that the good thing about Ben is he can dish, but he can also take it. He's not
Oh
a
yeah,
guy.
yeah. He was a good sport about it the whole time.
Yeah, he'll be a good sport about it. And look, Terry, we've when I used to throw for Master Chiefs, you were like, "How does Ben get so many stats?" And it's like, honestly, Terry, I don't know. Like, he
Oh,
finds a way
he
to.
was getting double-digit receptions. It wasn't just like
No, that's what I mean.
he was
It's
not
like
even 5 for 62 touchdowns. He was going like 12 for like 120 and four touchdowns.
he's incredibly good at getting open, and I know that maybe sounds easier said than done. It's like when you're playing a zone defense, it's not. You have to be able to read the defense. When you're playing against man, you have to be able to beat your defender, and that's exactly what he did on this. And there was fourth down, he got a bomb, and that was the play of the game in this game. That's basically what changed the game because I think it was a one-score game at that point. And then he got it was a long touchdown on fourth down. So he just kind of threw it up. I believe it was a post route. But that's the thing about Ben. He does everything well. You know, when he has good hands, he has good running, he does exceptional job at getting open. And well, he hasn't played Division One before. He's been a Division One player for a while, and it's showing true in this game.
Yeah, it was third down actually.
Third down, sorry, yeah, third down, 32-yard bomb. So
I think
and he was like third and 14, I believe.
yeah, they were up 8 at that point.
Yeah, eight, third and 14. So that's a huge play.
Yeah, indeed. KLB Ransard. So Ransard had a sub quarterback who was their spring quarterback in Fred Junot over
Yeah.
here. KLB had Simon Chen. I think he threw this game on purpose.
Oh, so none of this.
Yeah, so you could throw away the spoon afterwards.
Yeah, yeah, no, the spoon's still here. Don't worry. Especially after how he played against us, the spoon is still here. But battle of two backup QBs, if you want to say.
Yeah.
This was a huge game for the A for the standings and B just look at like how much fun this game must be. You have Remy going for a buck 31, you have Boucher going for a buck 24, you have Duchesny throwing for almost 300 yards, Fregino throwing for 306 yards, 7 TDs. Look at the play-by-play in this one. This was a barn burner till the very end, and I think it was KOLB actually went for it late, Babalisa, and they got stopped. Um,
KLB up 6 at half, only scoring 6 in the second half.
Crazy, yeah, being held to 6 points second half, and it was 37-37. Boom. Yeah, exactly. So KOB got the ball back,
That's crazy that the
tied.
quarterback who threw the interception is the one that won the game,
It would like turnover on downs is basically a pick, right? Look, 4th and 7, they went for it.
which was the right call.
Oh, what, 1,000%.
So 13, they were 13 yards out there on the 18-yard line.
Or
They're
even if you're on 1 yard line, it's still the right
no,
call.
no, no.
But
I know. I'm just trying to think.
yeah, but clutch for Les Lanceurs for scoring last play of the game. 6 yard TD to Kevin. Man, that was a game Lanceur needed. I know it wasn't with PO at quarterback, but I believe they
Let's
had
take a
lost
look.
2 straight games. Yeah, so they would have fell to 2-3 and lost three in a row.
They literally would have flipped the script with KLB.
Man, that's crazy. Kill being That's actually insane because that's like almost two games in one, right? Because you win and you have the tiebreak.
Yeah.
Jeez. Man, like that's crazy. Look at that. Iron Wolves 3 wins, Ranceur 3 wins, Unit 3 wins, KOB 2 wins, the Pack 2 wins.
So we know this one's bright and early at 9 a.m., right? You just saw the Outlaws play. We saw how much Guillaume balled out when he's in Division Two. He had a bye week with the Pack. How important is this game for the Pack? Is it must win for them?
It has to be. It has to be. You can say, oh, they're playing Outlaws, they're playing the Dynasty in the MFL. In Division One, there's no easy games, there's no gimme. If you lose five straight, your season is. I don't want to say it's over, but by all accounts and purposes, it's over, right? And for the Pack, they started off 2-0. They lost 4 straight games. You're not going to have easy games in Division One. So yes, this is a must-win game for the Pack, no matter how you want to slice it. I know they're playing Steve. Svetsna's probably going to be there. You're the Pack. You made the jump in Division One. You missed the playoffs last season. You were close to making it. This season, you had a great start. This is a must-win. There's no other way to look at it for the Pack.
And if they want to have like a little bit of encouragement, like look, KLB staying at 2 and 3 right ahead of them, and KLB did beat the Outlaws this season.
Right, exactly. And this is not like if they this is not to say that they're going to be heavy underdogs in this game. Like if I'm doing, I think Outlaws are coming into this game probably 7.5 point favorites.
Oh, I was gonna say 6.5.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I'll say 7.5 because the Pack are on a bit of a slide.
A-
Um,
And everything you said, I felt it was morally true, but like statistically, if the Pack lose this game, they still have a shot of making the playoffs.
I mean, okay, so they'd be 2-5. The thing is, they lose a lot of tiebreakers, right?
They have Iron Wolves, Idaho, KLB left, so they're not playing Honor Game again.
Right, and they have that game. Well, that game against yeah, that game against us would be big, and the game against KLB would be big. Three
Yeah.
and two. Like let's say Pack lose, they're 2-5. That means okay, Outlaws win. Okay, the unit also one of them's gonna win. I don't know, man. It's gonna be like I say if the Pack lose this game, they have about a 15% chance to make the playoffs.
I think that's accurate. I was gonna say less than a quarter.
Yeah. So to me, that's must win.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Um,
it's like Yeah.
Look, Honor Game 0-4. Is there any
And
chance?
honestly, if they want to make any noise in the playoffs, they need a statement win, right?
Well, that's what I mean. It's not because they're playing the Outlaws. It's gonna be no. They have to go and beat a good team, just like anybody does. They're going.
Yeah.
And then we have Roster Unit. That's going to be a huge game. 3-2. Let's say Roster win that. They're sitting at 4-2. They could be top three depending what happens in our game, the Outlaws game two. Unit win that one.
Hey,
They,
if you're KLB, you're rooting for Hansard on that one, right?
if you're KOB, well, it's kind of lose lose.
Well, no, because like if Unit lose the game, then they'll have more losses than KLB. If
Three and
Unit
three.
win the
Yeah.
game, they'll both be at 4-3, and they'll both have two wins more than KLB. Like if the Unit win the game, KLB's chance to make the playoffs are lower.
Right, because I get what you're
Yeah,
saying. Because
like
then the most four and
Unit will be
three.
closer to being out of the playoffs if they lose the game. Like it's
Because they'll
easier
be
for KLB to leapfrog Unit if Unit lose.
fair enough. Because if Unit lose, both teams will be one game under 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, so big one for that's gonna be a good one, man. Roster Unit. Well, yeah, and I'm off at that time, 3 o'clock.
And
That'll
then
be that. Honestly, that'll be must see TV. Hopefully, we see PO back. Um, hopefully, we see Dylan back on the sideline cheering the guys on. And maybe look. You know, we're missing James Colley, and like he's not a guy that puts up a ton of stats, but he's still huge for this
yeah,
team.
he is huge. On
Um,
Honor Game Arnold, is that a trap game for you guys?
I think it could be. Look, I mean, we talk about honor game. They could have fit in Div 8, blah blah, all that stuff. At
Div
the end of the
8?
game, 8.
That was
You,
a
still,
little.
you no, no, no. I'm saying we've joked about saying they could have figured it, but they still have Dave
Yeah, you
though.
said Div 2 or 3, not Div 8, bro. Come on now.
Well,
Even
yeah,
Kusei wouldn't play Div 8. He's playing like Div 7.
yeah, no, I doubt that, bro. Because they would find a way to slither into 8. But no, honor game, like you still have Dave Daou that's won several championships in Division One. That's beaten teams like Outlaws when they had the three-headed monster and with Steve at quarterback. This is not a team you can count on. Unfortunately, I don't. Hensley has a torn Achilles.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we
it'd
didn't
be
mention it
a
in the him you game, but wishing him well,
yeah.
man.
So it'll be a huge loss. I mean, it's a huge loss for the MFL in general because he's such a good guy, and then a huge loss for Honor Game, a huge loss for him. But this Honor Game still has some studs, right? And when you have Dave leading the pack, and any team, I think that you have a chance to win games. And we haven't been perfect this year either, so could definitely be a chop game for us.
Bold predictions?
I already know mine.
What division are you doing?
Women's.
Don't I usually choose for you?
Nope, not today.
That question was, don't I usually choose for you?
Usually, yes.
You want the list of games or you want the standings?
I'll go with the list of games, please. Okay, so we had no, don't worry, I already know my whole prediction. We have Mama Jamas. I think that's have a total of 0 points scored. However, we don't know.
Pending this result of the
Yeah. Okay, so that we know. Let's pretend the game didn't happen. It got postponed. Okay, so Mama Jamas have a total of how many points on the year, Terry?
donut.
Okay, Artiga is one of the best teams in this women's division.
You can argue that maybe they're one of the best teams in MFL history in the women's division.
You want to know what's something fabulous? Mama Jamas. Not only are they going to freaking score in this game, they're going to get the W
That is bold. Gotta give it
over
to you.
Tigres.
One of your boldest ever. I think this is bolder than the Klutze one from last week.
Make it happen, Mama Jamas. Make it happen. Do they even know there's a
I
podcast?
don't know. I mean, Tigres gave up 41 points all season so far. I wouldn't be surprised if if your bold prediction were to come true, Mama Drums are probably gonna have to score that many points in this game.
Hey, that's why you call bold predictions. Come on now.
What
Y'all
division you
got
want me to
this.
do?
You're gonna go Div 1.
Div 1.
Yeah, Uno.
I feel like I did Div 1 last week.
Don't think so.
So how many wins do Honor Game have?
Oh, come on, Terry.
You knew where I was going with that one. Okay, no.
Yeah.
Outlaws the pack.
I mean,
So
honestly, sorry to cut you off. That actually felt really good, though. Like, I can see this game being. I could honestly, I will definitely not go there for this game because it's 9 a.m. Even if it was my game, I'd debate whether skipping it. But I can see this being like a
you have
60.
skipped some of your games at 9 a.m. where you're physically there but not mentally there.
Oh, wait, 1,000%, bro. Those games don't even count. I can see this being a 60 to 59 game, honestly.
60 to 59?
Yeah. Like one team scores 60 and one team scores 59.
The thing is that I truly believe that the Pack has the offense to match the Outlaws in this game, but their
Agreed.
defense is nowhere near the level of the Outlaws' defense. Like nowhere near it. They really need to improve their defense and like like scoring points is one way of winning games, right? But if your defense is always giving up like I don't know 40 plus points, they're not at 40 at this point. But look,
How many points are they giving up a game?
1 second. Yeah, so
Well,
look,
look,
they're not
I'll,
giving up 40 yet, but it's not really bold to say that after this game they're going to be averaging 40 points against a game.
no, I mean, probably. I mean, you assume by the way teams are scoring, Outlaws are going to score 40.
Well, no, because Outlaws will need to score more than 40 for the Pack to be averaging 40 after this game.
Yeah, yeah, right, right. But
I just
then,
did the quick math, and Outlaws need to score 50. If Outlaws score exactly 50 points, Pack are going to be averaging 40 points a game after this game.
mad
It's not
respect
it's
for the mental math.
it's
And 50
not
points is,
not that bold considering they put up 48 against a unit who have a much better defense than the Pack. Um, but like if this was just offense against the same defense, like if the Pack were playing against their own defense, they'd probably put up
100%.
as many points as the Outlaws could put up against the Pack defense. Like, get what I'm saying?
I've never heard that, worded before, but that's a very
Well,
good point.
if they probably practiced a little bit, they'd go up against their own defense, right? The way the NFL teams practice.
That should be sick. Imagine mossing yourself.
No.
I know what you mean. But
Yeah.
I think Chris helps his defense here. Like he's played how many games with these guys? But even when he's played, they've given up points. But I will say this: when we played the Pack, it was a lot harder to throw against their defense than when I played the Pack last year. And Chris was on the defense this year. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Like I've heard from many people in this league that when Chris on the field on defense, it's very hard to game
Hmm.
plan or to execute against him. Like you try to avoid him because he's just such a smart player and he baits you. So um, I definitely get that. Okay, I got my bold prediction because it was my bold prediction that we were talking about. You brought me in Division One and you haven't stopped yapping. Um, if if I had to go over unders for the 3 games, I think the Outlaws and Pack game is probably like double the over under of the other 2 games. But I'm gonna say that Outlaws and the Pack score the fifth and sixth most points this weekend. So Ranceur, Unit, Honor Game, and Arnos all score more points than Outlaws and the Pack. It's gonna be a surprisingly defensive affair.
Damn. I, for you, it's bold considering you're quite unbold. So in other words, Outlaws. Okay, let me ask you this: who scores the fifth most points this weekend?
Outlaws.
So Outlaws win the game.
I
7-6.
I think Outlaws have more than a 50% chance of winning this game. It really comes down to like I said it like I said earlier. I think against the same defense, both teams could score just as many points. But Outlaws defense is really strong.
Is and call me crazy, but let's say Outlaws lose this game. They're 4-3, Terry. They're gonna make the playoffs, but
It'd be
like,
funny to see Outlaws like not in the 1 seed for once. Or
well, never mind, not on the one seed. Like, let's say Ranceur win and Iron Wolves win, and
they'd be
holy
half a
cow,
game behind.
yeah, like that would be like, what if we win, be 4-2, Ranceur win, all of them unit would lose. I think it'd fall to fifth place. I think.
No, they'd be fourth because Unit would lose.
Okay, exactly. Yeah, okay. So fourth.
Yeah. I guess we'll see this weekend.
Be there or be square, folks.
See y'all Saturday.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. See you there.